Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Report: Jimmy Butler likes Nets as free agent destination. The Nets officially entered rebuild mode this offseason by trading their best player, Mikal Bridges, to the Knicks. However, their path back to relevancy could be fast-tracked 12 months from now with the acquisition of Jimmy Butler. According to Brian Lewis of the New York Post, Butler likes Brooklyn as a free agent destination next summer if he's unable to ink a long-term contract extension with the Heat. The report added that Butler, who owns a $52.4 million player option for the 2025-26 season, is widely expected to turn down the option to seek a new long-term contract as a free agent. The odds of him picking up his player option are slim unless he agrees to a max deal with the Heat beforehand, Lewis wrote. The six-time All-Star is the most accomplished standout on that free agent list not named LeBron James, and he likes Brooklyn, according to sources close to the player. The Heat are clearly not enthused about offering max money to the 34-year-old Butler, who missed a combined 65 games over his last 3 seasons. During his season-ending news conference, Heat boss Pat Riley was upfront about not going all-in on Butler, questioning the star wing's availability and endurance. When Riley made those comments, it seemed inevitable that Miami would move Butler instead of losing him for nothing as a free agent next year. Yet, Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald reported in July that the Heat is not shopping Butler and intends to play out the 2024-25 season before reassessing the situation next summer. One thing is for certain, Butler seems determined to prove his worth as he auditions for possibly the final big money contract of his career. The Houston native has been spotted hooping at various Pro-Am events this summer and also participated in Yao Ming's charity event in China last week. Butler averaged 20.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 5.0 assists last season. Projecting what the Heat's starting lineup might realistically look like in 2025-26. When it comes to starting lineups, coach Erik Spoelstra is no stranger to mixing things up. Unfortunately, injuries have forced him into that position over recent years. At full strength, the Heat's regular first unit this past season featured Terry Rozier, Tyler Herro, Jimmy Butler, Nikola Jovic and Bam Adebayo. That group is also the likely projected lineup going into the new campaign. As beautiful as it sounds to slide Adebayo to the power forward position and pairing him with the 7-foot Kel'el Ware, Spoelstra probably won't go that route right out of the gate. As talented and hungry Ware may be, he still has raw potential that needs to be worked into NBA action as a rookie. This notion could change deeper into the season, but for now Jovic seems more relied on with his proven experience. Jamie Jaquez Jr. will be a candidate for a major role, regardless if he isn't a starter. ESPN had him slated as a 6th Man of the Year candidate in a recent article. A sophomore leap from what was already an impressive rookie season from Jaquez could help elevate this Heat team. With all this being said, how different could an opening night lineup look like a year from now for the 2025-26 season? With Jimmy Butler's impending free agency and/or room for role changes from core guys, there could be a lot of possibilities. But here is a realistic first unit that could pose a real threat to teams around the league. PG, Tyler Herro's playmaking ability is something that the Heat covet, and there have been a lot of performances to justify that. He put together a pair of elite outings in that role during last season's play-in and first-round series following Rozier's injury. The growth in his game each season has included increasing assists, going from 2.2 as a rookie to 4.5 last year. It has been a gradual increase, but the older he gets, the more the ball will be in his hands to create offense. Herro has so much offensive talent that having him at the point guard position regularly could work out as a combo guard. An everyday role as such could mean a change for Rozier in any future rotations if he sticks around. However, Rozier has expressed a willingness to play in any role necessary to help the team. A sixth-man type of position is something he could thrive in, adding some much-needed scoring balance and provide a way to have the ball in his hands more with bench groups. The shooting guard position is one that Butler is familiar with from his Chicago Bulls days. At 6'7", a change in that regard going from small forward could also bring more size into the backcourt and a perfect defensive partner for Harrow. Not to mention, as Butler ages, and possibly a 2-year window of the best from him could make it easier for defensive assignments on smaller players. To make a lineup like this work, he is going to have to continue shooting the ball from long range at an efficient clip. He shot 41% from that category a year ago, and three-point shooting could be something that the Heat star continues to lean on as he gets older. With all the trade rumors that gained traction regarding Butler at the start of the offseason, he quickly shut that down by making the decision to wait on a new contract after this upcoming season. He could opt in with his $53 million contract through 2025 to 26 next summer. There is also the possibility of him opting out to sign a new deal or even leave to go elsewhere. Money may ultimately talk in what could be Butler's last real payday. However, the Heat franchise star has been adamant on wanting to play in Miami for the rest of his career. It would be really tough to imagine him retiring with another team at this point. Proposed trade sends Golden State Warriors icon Steph Curry to Miami Heat. It was always meant to be a happy ending for Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. But recent events have raised doubts about that. Could it lead to the greatest shooter in basketball history pulling on a Miami Heat jersey someday? Klay Thompson left the Warriors this summer. That would have been unthinkable a few years back, but he just has not looked the same player since suffering those 2 major injuries. Thompson's exit broke up his iconic trio with Curry and Draymond Green, which brought 4 championships to the Warriors. It was sad to see Thompson leave the Warriors, but at the same time, it was not hard to understand why the decision made sense for both parties. But when a legend like him leaves, the least the fans expect is for someone to be brought in who can improve the team as a whole and help them get back into contention. The Warriors failed to do that this summer and do not look anywhere near being championship contenders. They were believed to be interested in Paul George, but a trade package could not be agreed. This all has now led to speculation about Curry's future with the franchise. In an article on TWSN, Marissa Myers proposed a trade that would see Curry join the Heat while the Warriors would receive Tyler Herro, Nikola Jovic, 2025 first-round pick and 2027 first-round pick. Of course, one would think that the Warriors would do everything possible to keep Curry. He is still playing at an MVP level and is coming off winning Olympic gold with Team USA. Curry leaving would not only be a blow to the Warriors on the court but to their global popularity as well. In an ideal world, Curry will retire with the Warriors. A one-team legend like Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan and Magic Johnson. But never say never in basketball. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Stephen Curry? Leave your opinion in the comments.